r/AskReddit by Surreptitious. Women of Reddit, what do you think would be the worst part of being a man? I think it would be much more lonely and easy to become isolated. As a woman I can go anywhere, sit with anyone, talk to anybody, and people are almost always friendly and inviting and kind to me. If I'm out by myself, strangers will have my back and keep an eye out for me at bars or parties, or when I'm out at night if I need help people are always willing to give me a hand. People are not threatened by me or uncomfortable if I strike up a conversation, and I just don't think it's as easy for men. My boyfriend and I have talked about this a few times. He has mentioned that people don't treat guys the way that they treat me, and things like making friends or joining strangers when I'm out and about and want some company are just not the same situation for men. And you would be absolutely right. I can increase my attractiveness if I need a confidence boost by applying some light makeup and wearing flattering clothes. It doesn't seem that easy for dudes. As women though, you all get compliments on your looks pretty regularly. We don't get that. My wife will tell me I look good, but a compliment from someone else is different. She gets complimented and hit on all the time. Recently a couple of very attractive younger ladies told me I look like Jason Momoa. I very much don't and laughed it off, but it was nice to get that. A pretty girl once told me she liked my new haircut. That was in 1999 and I've never changed it. Don't worry, frosted tips will come back around someday. Who's saying they ever went out of style? They're all the rage in Flavortown. Figuring out if a woman is actually into you or is just being friendly. It's easy. Assume no woman likes you, because that's usually the case. I feel this cry. I live it. Hang in there. At least if we can't love women back, we can love the homies back. Kiss cry. Compulsory military service. Cousin had to do 2.5 years of it just because he was born male. He now has chronic knee pain because of it. Some countries have it for both genders. Some have it for neither. I'm a fan of neither, but it's incredibly sexist to have it only for men. It's rooted in practical concerns. After a war, one guy can give a dozen women kids, but a dozen men and one woman can produce exactly one kid at a time. I hate it and don't think it's fair, but the countries that keep women safe tend to rebound better. There's also the physical aspects of it, of course. Men are stronger and physically more capable on average because of anatomy, so in a combat situation where physical strength can be life or death significant, it just makes more sense to only have men in the army. Of course there's exceptions, but that's the general trend. Not to mention that a woman captured by a group of enemy soldiers might have a lot worse time in captivity than a man might. Guys apparently get shot down more often since they typically ask the girl out or to dance more often from what I have seen. Yay, it's rough. Thing is, I don't dance with strangers, but I couldn't tell you how many times a guy has come up and reached his hand out to me as an invitation. Doesn't help they are almost always old enough to be my dad, but I still feel bad saying no. However, I do have a reason for not dancing with strangers. Nabra asked female friend to dance the other day and got shot down. Bring it in, bruh. I know the struggle. Having a penis in general. Like, how do you hold it? What do you do with it? I would constantly be afraid about somehow getting my balls kicked or hit. I mean, most of the time I'm not holding it. People get upset when I start holding my dick in public. I had to go talk to HR today at work because apparently it's sexual harassment or something. You were probably holding it wrong. As one of your older male friends to show you probably, or your younger female ones during the HR meeting. Always holding it two-handed, for the extra control. Having two delicate internal organs as pendulous targets of Murphy's law swaying betwixt my legs. You get used to it. You also learn how to deflect the worst of impacts away from the twig and berries. It's all I've ever known, so I don't know what it's like to not worry about my balls. This is poetic. Basically, underwear keeps it in place so you know where to block. Calves are good for quick reaction. Shift her hips, sway her body in full motion to move her leg to take the hit. Yeah, and this is usually a reflex anyway. But if that doesn't work, you might have to block with your hands, which could be less successful. I love how you put that into words. You skeet eat repeat. Just the fact that you're intimidating, scary because you're bigger. There's no good way to show you're not a threat. Chubby 1.8 meters, 100 kg, 5 feet 11, 225 lb. Bearded teddy bear, Here, I'll always remember one particular night when I was walking down the street and the only people on that street were walking a few dozen feet in front of me. A young woman and a drunk old dude following her and asking her for stuff. For the first time in my life I gathered the courage to, if you see something, say something, and told the guy, hey man, give her a break, would ya? They both stopped so I catched up, asked the lady is she way alright, and she just looked at me with a panic look. Didn't say a word and started walking away, real fast. But, I'm on your side. Sad face. Don't take it personally. She was in a scary situation, so it's only natural she wanted to get out of it ASAP. What you did was still great. You shouldn't be. You did a good thing. She was running on get me the fuck out of here. Chubby 6 feet 2 250 bald dude with pretty broad shoulders. I have been told many times I look scary and that people were afraid of me. Apparently my voice is scary, too. So even when I speak normally, I sound intimidating. You know what's funny? You know who's not afraid of me? Kids. Kids love playing with me. Friends' kids want to play with me, want me to pick them up and carry them, to sit on my shoulders and so on. Chubby 6 feet 6 inches 290 bearded dude with broad shoulders. I too often get told I am intimidating or scary, and I also have a very deep voice. And weirdly enough kids aren't really scared of me either. I don't interact with a lot of kids, but a few of my co-workers have kids and they aren't often scared. My theory is that all adults look big, so a slightly bigger one doesn't really faze them. Unexpected bonus. It would be the hardest part, yes. Edit. My first ever silver. And it was thanks to a dick joke. Nice. Thank you kind stranger. Yup, especially as a teen during class presentations. The question asked about the worst part, not best. Now if you'll excuse me, I have to go back to my job as a preschool teacher. Edit. In retrospect, this is even more creepy than I thought it was going to be when I wrote it. As a guy, unexpected boners are not always welcome. Height. If you're a short woman you get called cute, and if you're tall a model. So win-win. I've seen so many cases where there would be a smart handsome looking guy that would be below 5 feet 11, 180 cm. Get rejected for an average looking stupid guy that's 6 foot plus. Know what I call guys shorter than 5 minutes and 11 seconds? Friends is a super common Tinder bio. I got matched on Bumble with a girl and we hit it off. My profile lists my height, and before our first date, she sent me a message that said you better not be lying about your height. It rubbed me the wrong way enough that I blew her off. I get that it's what you are attracted to, but that doesn't give you free rein to be an ass about it. How many guys could get away with saying you better not be a fatty? Thanks for watching. PLZ like and subscribe. Have a wonderful day.